Westford. We're back with news after a short break this summer. We've got updates from the Planning Board and the Drew Garden Task Force, plus an overview of the 9/11 Memorial Observation that took place on Sunday. I'm Ira Keltz, and it's time for WestfordCAT News. We begin with the latest chapter in a development on Main Street in the town center. Planning Board members approved a stormwater permit and a definitive subdivision plan for 64 Main Street, also known as Kinlock Drive. This went against the wishes of Regina and John Conway, who live at 66 Main Street. The Conways own the access road that leads to the 6.8-acre property, according to their attorney, William J. Ritter of Worcester. Ritter argued against the subdivision approval at the September 5th Planning Board meeting. The Conways are fighting developer David Guthrie, who is seeking to build a single-family home at the end of the access road. That's on Lot 2, composed of 3.65 acres. An existing house sits on Lot 1. Here's Ritter arguing for the Conways.
But the decision says something along the lines, there's a presumption that the 1969 plan created a subdivision. A presumption. And presumably, the 1969 Planning Board waived the street width from 40 to 30 feet. You cannot possibly look at the 1969 plan and come to that conclusion.
Ritter argued that there isn't enough land to allow access.
Because it's in the public interest. As I've stated numerous times before this board, this plan cannot be developed as a matter of right. There's not enough land. The right-of-way is too narrow.
The Planning Board's approval provides an outlet for the two-lot subdivision. At the meeting, Guthrie and his attorney Douglas DeShane agreed to either make a contribution of almost $13,000 to the sidewalk gift fund or build approximately 1,131 linear feet of sidewalk. The town must approve the location and determine the specifications. Stay tuned for further developments. Full disclosure, David Guthrie owns the building at 487 Groton Road, which houses WestfordCAT. The Drew Gardens Task Force met on Wednesday. That 13-member group discussed what recommendation to make to the Board of Selectmen for a special town meeting vote in October. The task force is evaluating a proposal by Westford Gateway LLC to amend one of the agricultural preservation restrictions, or APRs, that would allow a 24,000 square foot restaurant to be built there. Considered a gateway to the town, the property is run down, say town officials and residents. Between 1997 and 1999, the town paid former owner Keith Bone $175,000 for each of the 3 APRs. The APRs restrict the use of the land to agriculture. But if voters approve an amendment, developer Ebby Masaladon could build his restaurant. Task Force member Bob Webb and conservationist Bill Harmon disagreed on the best use of the land. Harmon, who made a presentation to the task force, is an honorary member of the Westford Conservation Trust. He said he wants the land to remain undeveloped and noted that no APR has ever been amended in Massachusetts.
One possibility, of course, is for the town to buy this land. Now, of course, I realize, just like everyone does, that the land is privately owned and currently not for sale. Something will have to be done in order for the town to have an opportunity to buy it. But if the town does have that opportunity, that's certainly one thing to consider. I don't think I'm saying anything earth-shaking there.
But task force member Bob Webb disagreed with Harmon's suggestion.
I question deeply is whether or not there's anyone, no one has put anything on the table for me, for to this meeting, and any discussions that show how those 5 acres that you could farm with a shed that needs a couple of $100,000 work to be habitable and to be usable can be turned into a farm. So I appreciate the sentiments, but I haven't seen any facts that would support that.
Task Force Chairman Andrea Paraner-Sweet scheduled a follow-up meeting for Thursday, September 15th at Town Hall at 7 p.m. Members may decide whether or not to recommend Masaladon's proposal to selectmen on that night. About 30 residents turned out Sunday to pay homage to those who perished on September 11, 2001. It was the 15th anniversary of that tragic day when almost 3,000 died on American soil after a series of terrorist attacks. Veterans Service Officer Terry Stater presided over the ceremony, which included addresses from State Rep James Arcero and Selectman Chairman Andrea Paraner-Sweet.
And we will never forget those who sacrificed their own lives in the line of duty in order to save those in peril. The first responders, the police, the firefighters, those brave men and women who led our rescue efforts during these tragic events. There is no doubt that the horrific acts of a few were surpassed by the heroic acts of many. In this unbelievable tragedy, the best in American people were demonstrated. Today, 15 years later, millions of people from around the world continue to stand united with us.
Paraner-Sweet reiterated that sentiment when she recalled some of the positive things that happened as the world watched in horror.
The countless acts of kindness and compassion that we showed to one another, strangers helping strangers. The expressions of support that came from all over the world. The feeling that despite our differences and disagreements, despite our political parties and viewpoints, on that day, at that time, we were one nation united. Let us remember that as well.
WestfordCAT welcomed its newest staff member on September 6th with the arrival of Joyce Polino Crane, who was most recently editor of the Westford Eagle and Littleton Independent. Now she brings her years of news reporting and editing experience to us.
Hyperlocal news coverage is disappearing. At WestfordCAT, I'll be covering everything from neighborhood news to national news from a Main Street perspective. We'll set the standard for what community news should be. I hope residents will get in touch with me and find me around town. I'll post some times and locations where I'll be.
The state primary election on September 8th drew only about 3% of the town's 16,390 registered voters, according to town clerk Kari Maitari. On the Democratic ticket, U.S. Representative Nikki Tsongas, Governor's Counselor Eileen Duff, State Senator Eileen Donahue, and State Rep James Arcero were all unopposed. The race for Middlesex Sheriff saw incumbent Peter Katusian, a Democrat, draw 212 votes in Westford over challenger Barry Kelleher's 91. Overall, Katusian garnered 78% of the district's votes. In the Republican primary, Ann Wolford got 134 votes in Westford for U.S. Representative. The Cameron Senior Center has extended its hours. Patty Stalker has the details.
I was at the Cameron Senior Center recently where Director Jennifer Claro and Elder Outreach Coordinator Annette Cirillo talked about their new extended hours and how it will benefit many in the community.
And we are just really excited to be able to share with you all our new extended hours starting September 20th on Tuesday. And each Tuesday and Thursday will be open until 8 p.m.
Yep.
So Annette, tell us about some of the activities that people have to look forward to.
Well, we're really excited about this, Jennifer. Being in the outreach department, I meet a lot of people who are in their early 60s, late 60s who are still working, and they'll say, darn, you're only open till 4 o'clock. I want to come use that gym, and why don't you stay open later? So we came up with the idea of doing this. So we'll be open till 8 o'clock, as Jennifer said, so people can use the fitness room. If you're a local resident, our yearly membership is $50 to use the fitness room. And if you're over 60, if you're over 80, it's $25. But we'll also be proposing like a punch card, right? So a 25-visit punch card for $25. So if you just want to check out our gym, it's $1 a visit. We're going to be partnering with the Recreation Department, the Westford Parks and Recreation Department, and they will have a monitor in the fitness room. So again, people can come use the fitness room and our wonderful equipment. We're going to have a fitness trainer here. Is it Kim on Tuesdays? Tuesdays at 4 o'clock, she'll be offering a fitness class where you can get some individual instruction. We're going to have, I believe, on Tuesday nights an art class with a local artist, and she'll be doing that class for 6 weeks for $20. That people are signing up, so sign up for that. So just, we'll have our billiards room open, we have a ping pong tables, we have the fitness room, art classes, and if people want to talk with me about different services, there's a lot that we're going to offer, and we'll start with 2 nights, and who knows if we'll ever expand or not,
To find out more about some of the upcoming events at the Cameron, watch the full interview with Director Jennifer Claro, Elder Outreach Coordinator Annette Cirillo, and Program Coordinator Katie Russell on WestfordCAT.org. For WestfordCAT, I'm Patty Stalker.
Here's Joe Seppi with the weather.
Hello, Westford. This is Joe Seppi with the weather forecast for the week of September 19th. Here's what's coming up. Saturday, it will be sunny with a few clouds. The high will be around 78 degrees and low around 60 degrees. On Sunday, there will be thunderstorms during the day and evening. The high will be 76 degrees and the low around 61 degrees. On Monday, there may be lingering clouds and showers during the day with clearing at night. The high will be around 75 and low around 58. On Tuesday, there will be sunshine and clouds mixed with a high of 76 and low at 57. On Wednesday, we will have mostly overcast skies with rain showers during the day and into the night. The high will be around 76 degrees and low around 58 degrees. On Thursday, it will be mainly cloudy with a few sun breaks. The high will be 78 degrees and the low will be 55. Friday will be partly cloudy during the day with clouds and a chance of rain at night. The high will be around 77 degrees and low around 56 degrees. That was your Westford weather. Have a great week, everyone.
Pied Piper, a domestic longhair, is the most recent cat to be adopted from the Lowell Humane Society. WestfordCAT has been running promotions for adoptable cats for a few months now, and so far all 8 have found homes. According to the Humane Society officials, 3-year-old Pied Piper was discovered by a Good Samaritan wandering the streets and was taken to the Humane Society in the hopes that his owners would claim him. Unfortunately, that was not to be, but Piper found another home. To learn more information about adopting a cat or becoming a foster home for a pet, visit LowellHumaneSociety.org or call 1-888-600-2584. And now, here's WestfordCAT's Marketing Director, Sarah Fletcher, with some upcoming events.
Hello, my name is Sarah Fletcher, here to tell you about some upcoming events. WestfordCAT's fall classes start this month. You can get a tour of the station and overview of the resources available to you by attending the orientation night on Tuesday, September 20th. Before you can check out any cameras to produce your own show, you will need to attend our camera operation class. That's being held on Thursday, September 22nd. An editing class with Adobe Premiere will take place on Tuesday, October 4th, and on Thursday, the 6th. All classes meet at WestfordCAT Studios, 487 Groton Road. Check WestfordCAT.org for times and registration, and all the classes are free. The Harlem Wizards are coming to town, and they play against Matthews Magic on Saturday, September 17th at 3 p.m. Matthews Magic is a team made up of staff members from both Navnasset and Abbott schools. This event is being held in honor of the late Matthew Roberge, who passed away at age 16 on August 7th. Matthew was a rising junior at Westford Academy. Doors for the game will open at 2 p.m. and the game will begin at 3. The event is taking place at Westford Academy, 30 Patton Road. Tickets are available at harlemwizards.com. If available, they will be at the door for $15 for students and adults. Westford Cub Scout Pack 102 welcomes boys in grades 1 through 5. They meet once a month, and you can bring your boy to meet the pack on Tuesday, September 20th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at Robinson School in the cafeteria. They're at 60 Concord Road. Email info@westfordpac102.com for more information. Blues and jazz vocalist Sonny Crownover and nationally known guitarist Duke Robillard will be performing September 24th at 8 p.m. at the Parish Center for the Arts, 10 Lincoln Street. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. Selections include Sonny's debut solo CD, Right Here, Right Now. It's a BYOB event and cabaret-style seating. Tickets are $20 for PCA members and $22 for non-members. Visit westford.org/PCA or call 978-692-6333 for more information. And now, here's Rekha Sharma with a health tip.
Hello everyone, I'm Rekha Sharma back with a new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Today I'm going to talk about pistachios. Pistachios are a rich source of energy. Regular consumption of pistachio in the diet may help in lowering your bad cholesterol and increases good cholesterol levels. It is rich in dietary fiber and antioxidants and can help to reduce coronary disease. Pista kernels are a rich source of carotenes. Pista are excellent source of vitamin E, antioxidant essential for maintaining the integrity of skin. The nuts are packed with many important B-complex group of vitamins and folates. They are the storehouse of minerals and daily recommended levels of copper. Pistachio oil extracted from kernels is one of the healthiest cooking oil and it has pleasant nutty aroma. It helps to keep skin well protected from dryness. It can be used in cooking. It is also used as a base oil in traditional healing. Just a handful of pistachio a day provides enough recommended level of antioxidants, minerals, vitamins, and proteins. So add some pistachio in your diet to get the benefits. If you have any medical conditions, please contact your healthcare provider before consumption. I'll be back with a new health tip. Bye for now.
And that wraps up this week's news, Westford. We leave you with scenes from the 9/11 observance. We'll see you next time.